Hi, I'm Gabriela, Condrea, and I'm the creator of the TangoStride technique. It's a dance-based walking technique, but since we can't get together now in person with my TangoStride students, I've designed this seated movement sessions that can be done seated, or if you'd like, you could stand as well if you feel safe to do that, and you have maybe people there that can make sure that you're all right, or you feel unsteady on your feet. But I will encourage you to do it seated. I'll stay seated the whole time. And I also encourage you to let me know how it goes for you. Let me know if you need modifications or if there's something you like especially, or if there's a movement that we're not doing that you'd like me to add, or a part of the body that we're not moving that you want to focus on. So let me know. I welcome your feedback. And with that being said, let's jump right in with our balloon guy. So the balloon guy, used car dealerships have them, Jiffy Lube has them, but they're just kind of like big balloon people, and they're sort of flowing in the wind. So I'm going to turn this up and actually skip to the next song. Yeah, we'll skip to the next song. All right, so this is actually a tango valse, which kind of makes me feel like flowing and wind and stuff. So I like to use the music as if it were the wind. I hope you're all doing well today on this sunny afternoon. And the wind kind of flows through the balloon guy, and then all of a sudden a gust of air comes through and fills it up. And you stretch and then let it go. Let's breathe in and stretch as big as you can. Now, if you've had an injury or a neurological condition that affects your movement or affects one side, for example, then just think about stretching and filling up your balloon from your belly, chest, and then out. So expanding and out. And if that means that you're just maybe slightly moving your arms, that's great. If you can move one side and the other one stays kind of still, that's fine. But I encourage you to try to find as much movement as you can, and starting from the core, starting from your center. So that's where all our movement comes from. So balloon guy. And fill in. And let it go. This next one, let's fill in and go up. So you can use one hand to help the other one fill in and go and lift it up. Maybe you just get here, that's fine. Maybe you're here. So we're really also trying to keep track of your own movements and progress, and you're really competing with yourself. So maybe one week you get your arms up a little bit, the next week you want to go a little higher, but we're not forcing anything, just take it nice and easy. And turn this up a little bit so I can hear it better, and you can hopefully hear it better too. All right, this one, let's do one more quick, or just a couple more quick balloon guys. Let's do a little twist to the side. So fill in and then twist to the side as you breathe out. All right. A modification for this, if you're not able to move your arms out here, you could hold hands and go like this and then do the twist, or you could just focus on moving the shoulders and keep your arms down. So more balloon guy. Let's go to the, I'm going to my left one more time. Ready? And bring back balloon guy. Then we gotta go to the other side. We're trying to do everything to both sides. And you can notice differences between one side and the other. Think about moving those shoulders. All right, one more to the right. Got a wall here anyway. And let it go. All right, I wanted to bring back the roller coaster. I feel like we haven't done that in a while, but let's work up to it. So let's hold your hands together. You can interlace your fingers, or you could hold hands like this if that is easier for you. Whatever is workable for you. If you've got one hand that's not moving so much, you can kind of lift it with the other hand, or try to interlace your fingers and lift it. But let's make circles with our fingers. So like your hands are like a flower, and it's gonna circle around in the wind. I guess wind is a theme now for me. Also flowers. I've been out in the garden a lot and just walking around the neighborhood. I hope you've got at least a window you can look outside and see some of the green, all the things sprouting. And I changed directions while I was chatting you up. So let's go the other way, make those circles the other way. You can speed it up, you can slow it down. I encourage you to go at a pace that feels comfortable. And then let's switch the lace if you've got your fingers laced. So lace the other way, and then circles. And then let's circle the other way. Relax your shoulders. I just realized I was kind of tensing my shoulders up, so you can kind of wiggle them out and then get back to the circles. And let's do our roller coaster. So we're going to start on one side. I'm going to go to my left and go up and then down the other side. Now I'm kind of where I started on the left, so now I'm going to go from my right, down, up, and back down. Okay. So this is a nice, especially if you kind of take it slow, you can really feel the stretch on your wrists. You might be able to get, I think I got 2 in there, you might be able to get 2 little ridges or roller coaster raises. That's the part where I'm always like, why did I get on this roller coaster? And you could, if you wanted, speed it up. Or kind of like work with the snaking shape of your roller coaster. You can change directions at any time. And I'll let you just play with that with the music a little bit. Remember, keep those shoulders, relax, release. If you feel some tension, slow it down so you can really let that go. We could also roller coaster this way, more like a snake, but horizontal. And that you could do on your lap as a modification too. Try and make something work for everybody. So again, I welcome your feedback. Let me know if something worked really well for you. Let me know if you need some more options for something we do. Those shoulders. All right, and then something actually, speaking of shoulders, something that I've been working on is just posture. And of course, if you're sitting a lot, then postures can be really easy to kind of fall back into your chair. So let's scoot a little bit and get those kind of reaccommodate your sit bones. And you might scoot to the edge of your chair a little bit, but be really careful. Of course, we don't want you to fall forward. So make sure you got that a good solid sit on your chair. All right, let's fill in kind of like our balloon guy. Think from your sit bones all the way up into your crown. So you're lifting your crown nice and tall. Keep it straight on top of your head. Good. And let's do a little bit with our shoulders. Let's shrug them and let them go. Shrug, squeeze them up to your ears, and let them go. You can breathe in and let them go. And let them go. Good. And then let's do our circles. I feel like that's always a good one to do with our shoulders. Circle back. You could let your arms hang at your sides for this, but all the while keeping your crown on top of your head. We don't want to tip it to one side or the other, or forward or back. Eyes lifted to the horizon, looking straight across. eyes, like you're looking people in the eyes, and I change them going forward now with my circles. Let's go back and forward. Let's try something with our arms. So if we're talking about opening our posture, because again, when we sit, we tend to kind of do this. And we don't want to necessarily go too far in the other direction either, although it's a nice stretch, but you don't want to sit like that. But we want to find a good middle ground. So notice something, let's try something with our arms. So if you let your arms kind of hang, if you turn your thumbs inward, like in toward you, notice how that kind of turns your shoulders in. Now what if you turn your thumbs outward? What does that do? Kind of turns your shoulders outward, right? So you can find kind of a happy medium. Probably thumbs facing forward is natural, like for our walking. Let's actually pump our arms as if we're walking. Swing them, but pay attention if you're feeling like your shoulders are sore and you're kind of hunching down, then see if you can just turn your thumbs out to get that the other direction stretch. All right, let's do some work with our feet too. So let's do, I feel like I had something on my, I know I want to do some foot taps with you. Let's start with just working our ankles a little bit. So, oh, I know, I wanted to show you my socks. I put on some fun socks for you guys, my little striped socks. I don't know if you can see them real well. Anyway, if you've got some fun socks, I'd like to see them. Please post some pictures below in the comments. Okay, let's do a little with our, let's go with our right foot first. I'm just gonna lift my toes up. I also have my lion slippers, of course. So lift your toes up and then point them down, lift them up, point them down. And you don't have to lift your leg up for this. You could just leave it on the floor. You might even lift your toes, and then as you put your toes down, lift your heels. So you might go like this, and then like this. Or just keep your heel in place and then go as far as you can. All right, let's switch sides. So left foot now. I'm gonna go lift my toes up and then point them down. And I'm gonna actually lift my heel a little so that I can get a little bit. I'm gonna scoot back, see if you can see my feet better. There we go. All right, now let's call this the gas pedal on the right and the brake pedal on the left. So let's push the gas, push the brake, push the gas. So we're switching right to left. Push the gas, push the brake, push the gas, push the brake. Now pretend like you're driving like Super Mario Kart, like some video game. So you're like, push the gas. Oh no, brakes, I'm going off the road. So you're gonna. All right, let's do some foot taps. So these kind of faster tangos really make me feel like a marching mood. Let's do some taps with our feet. So you can hold on to the seat of your chair or your armrest, or even just put your hands in your lap. But let's tap your foot just a little bit forward. I think I'm just barely on the screen there with my feet. So I'm just tapping my right foot forward and then bringing it back to neutral, right next to my left. So forward and back. Now, if I'm going too fast for you, slow it down, take your time. And if you need to help your leg, that's fine. You can give it a little lift. Kind of just lift here with your thigh. You can just kind of pick up your leg and give it a little support. That's fine. And if you're just shifting a tiny bit, like a little scoot, and then pulling back, that's great too. So whatever movement you can get is great. We're gonna start with where you're at and see if we can make it bigger. All right, let's switch to the left side. Tap forward and bring it back. Tap forward, bring it back. Now, if you're feeling funky and you could speed it up too, especially with the music. All right, now let's go tap the right and bring it back. Tap the left and bring it back. Right, left, right. Now you could play with that and speed it up or slow it down. Right, left. We can go with the rhythm even if we're not going exactly with every beat. You can slow it down, still moving with the rhythm. You just maybe are skipping some of the beats or moving to them but at a different pace than the music, and that's totally fine. All right. Now let's tap our feet to the side. Tap to the right, to the side, and back. Again, just even a little scoot is totally fine. All right, let's do the left side. Nice work. All right, well, we are getting ready to wrap it up. So we're gonna do our, I feel like that went so fast. Let's do our dance through our whole body. And let's start with our neck, because I feel like we didn't really move our neck very much. So let's dance with your neck. Remember, nice and gentle with your neck, because we want to be, got some vertebrae in there that are fragile. We don't want to mess with them. So nice and gentle, but it's good to move your neck and keep it limber. Nice and easy. Bigger movements, take it slow. If you do smaller movements, then maybe you could move a little faster, but really gentle. Let's dance with our chin. With our elbows. The funky chicken, like Sean likes to say. Let's dance with our belly. For me, to move my stomach muscles, it's actually really helpful to have my hands on my stomach, because then I can really feel the move. Otherwise, oh, I tell you, I mean, belly dancers, it's so impressive, all the muscles that they can move. They've got so much, they're so attuned to all their different muscles in their belly. All right, let's dance with our back. How about our hips? Shake that booty. How about knees? And ankles. You could keep your feet on the floor. I just want to show off my lion slippers. Remember that nice tall crown? Let's dance with our toes. Well, thank you so much for joining me. We have just one more thing left to do. I'm going to turn this off here. One more thing left to do. Thank you so much for being here. And in all of our TangoStride classes, when we get together in person, we do a big group hug at the end. So let's reach our arms out and do a a big group hug to everybody that's doing this seated TangoStride movement session with us today. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to do this every Friday at 2 p.m. Seattle time. And we'll see you, as Sean says, same bat time, same bat channel next week.